What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live from Site B at 8:30 in the morning, the 4th day of January 2023. We've made it almost to an entire week of this year so far without any real news from Wizards of the Coast. Yes, last night we did talk about the whole cyber piracy thing that they're claiming is another reason to make the OGL, but that's actually old news, I think, So far, they haven't done anything this week yet. But that's okay, because plenty of other people have. And speaking of which, in regarding to a topic that has nothing in common with what I just said, it's time to take a look at all the RPG Kickstarters that are coming to an end this week. The following products are coming to an end on their Kickstarters this week, but you still have a chance to support them. It's a great chance to support some smaller publishers, pick up some free swag, and generally just, help grow the industry and check out some new cool titles that you might not otherwise see. As always, I will post links to the one that I think are cool and make fun of the ones that I think are a waste of your money. That said, I am an idiot. Don't listen to me. Please, don't listen to me. If I mention a title that you think is cool, even if I say it's dumb, rush over and pick it up from your favorite Kickstarter, crowdfunding, backlit, group funding, Itch.io, Lulu, Ico, I think there's another one, site, and support them. Now let's take a look at what's going on from Mrex, or Mr. Rex. MRRHEXX. We have Sands of Doom for Dungeons & Dragons. This is an adventure. $25 is the most popular pledge. It gets you the PDF of the book. And it is an army of undead gnolls marching on a city of tieflings. So it appears to be a sort of vaguely Egyptian-themed adventure about a bunch of undead gnolls attacking a city of tieflings. Because reasons. I don't know. This sounds vaguely familiar. But cool. I mean, I love Egyptian-themed stuff, right? And it's always nice to see some third-party 5e products bravely coming out despite the whole new OGL 1.1 thing, which is a topic we have to apparently address again. From Pinnacle, we have new adventures and exotic locales for your Savage Rich campaign. This is being funded. See, I knew there was a new one. It's called Game Changer. So, in addition to Kickstarter, crowdfunding, group funding, Backlick, Itch.io, Lulu, Ico, we now have Game Changer. This is for Savage Rifts. It is a $135 box that gets you the PDF and the print version, plus books, maps, pawns, and more. So it's got a ton of stuff in it for, I'm going to save this one, use it for the cover. For the old Savage Rifts, or just any game in general. But yeah, a lot of people have said that Savage Worlds works better in Rifts than it did in D20. I don't know if that's true. I love Savage Worlds. I enjoy Rifts despite my love-hate relationship with Palladium. A lot of people really enjoyed the huge box set for Savage Rifts. $135 might seem a little expensive, but then you got to remember, look at all the stuff you get with it. So yeah, Savage Worlds, Rifts, all combined with a bunch of other fun toys. Awesome. From Philip Reed Games, we have 100 City Hooks, a fantasy RPG encounter idea. This is being crowdfunded. This $5 is the most popular pledge. It gets you a PDF of the book and access to the stretch goals, and it looks like it's a book about tables to design what's going on in your city. D100 City Hooks Fantasy RPG Encounter Ideas. So you open the book, roll percentile, check the table, and go, Wednesday, rogues attempt to roll, attack a roll, sandwich shop. You can also find tables like this for free on the internet. From the Merry Mushman, we have Black Sword Hack Ultimate Chaos Edition. This is an OSR core rulebook. $25 is the most popular pledge. It gets you a PDF and the print version of the book. This is a new edition of the platinum bestseller OSR by Kobayashi Tabletop, inspired by David Black's The Black Hat. It's hack, not the black hat. Black hack, Hack, not black HAT. It's a rules light OSR game coming in at 110 pages. The pages evokes old school gaming and Michael Moorcock, Fritz Lieber, Jack Vance, Robert E. Howard type of thing. So it's a low powered OSR hack of the black hack, which is a black of the hack of the OSR D&D, streamlined. So yeah, if you're a fan of the previous black hat and white hat, I know it sounds like I'm saying HAT, but I'm saying HACK, but I have a speech impediment, so bleh. It's hard to believe you have a degree in communication and used to be a radio DJ. I know it is. $25 for another OSR game that has been play tested, reviewed, taken apart, put back together. Lots of good things about this game have already been said. Lots of bad things about this game has already been said. There's so many OSR, OGL games out there. It's hard to pick which one is best. And everybody will say their version is best and every other version is not. So I don't know, man. I've got my favorite version of the OSR Retro Clone D20 rules. I'm sure you do too. So let's just all agree to play them and not argue over which one's the best. From Flying Monsters Games, we have Adventures of Combat and Quest Intro Edition. This is a core rule book for an original system. It's $4 for the PDF. It's a 60-page first look at an OSR game that tries to emulate the roguelike Diablo, Path of Exile, and Torchlight games. It has GM optional or solo RPG options. Mechanically, it's more math than many modern systems, but is also customizable. If you're looking for a preview for a new fantasy system with some solid artwork, this might be you. So it's not the complete game. It is a quick start preview of a roguelike Diablo, Path of Exile, Torchlight type role-playing game. So D&D Appendix A spawns Rogue and roguelike games. Roguelike games spawn Diablo, Pathlight, and Torchlight. Torchlight, Path of Exile, and Diablo spawn this system, which is trying to emulate those games. There's a weird family tree there. So I guess it has rules for drops, and all your powers basically come from your gear. If you're familiar with games like Diablo, Path of Exile, that the whole character is gear idea. Index card role-playing game also explores that. Maze Knights also explores that. I like the idea of Maze of your character is their gear. The gear, sort of helps build the character, and everything comes from the gear as well as some of the whatever innate abilities the character might have. So yeah, if that's your thing, this could be cool. That's $4. So yeah. From Dragoi Games and Akum Studio, we have Tanaris RPG 5e Edición Español for D&D 5e. It's $145 for a lot of content. It's takes the 5e system and converts it to Spain. This was based upon the original Tanner's RPG 5e, which was a crowdfunding project to create a 5e system that was for Spanish-speaking places like Spain. So it makes sense to translate the text to Spanish and spread the project to more gaming tables. Plus, this comes with a lot of maps and stuff like that. So if you're a 5e fan who lives in Spain or is from a Spanish-speaking family and want to be able to play with both your English-speaking friends and your Spanish-speaking friends, and I don't know, whatever, it's a role-playing 5e system that uses Spanish and was kickstarted in Kickstart Spain. And yeah, it's $145. From Dungeon Studios, we have Enron Adventures. Enoron. That's not Enron, are you? You're not really calling your thing Enron, are you? It's $30 the most popular pledge that gets you PDF of 7 adventures. It's a new series of adventures for 5e. The titles include Binary Battle, Pillars of Light, Dark Escape, Misty Towers, Titan's Peak, General's Last Glory, and Rise of the Raven Lord. Sounds like an adventure path set in this guy's world of Enron. Dude, did you really name your game Enron? Did you not know what Enron was? Has Enron already been forgotten that enough people or that somebody would use this for a game name and not make the connection to the Enron crisis situation from way back. Maybe. Anyways, this is an adventure path. I love adventure paths. It's a 5e adventure path. Can't go wrong with an adventure path. From Laid Back Dungeon Master, we have Shot Glass Adventures, The Madness of St. Avon, only $1. $1 is the most popular plan for this adventure. It's a one-page one-shot for OSR or 5e. Comes with everything you need, map, monster stat blocks, monsters that you need to deal with, adventure preview, and everything like that. It's $1. Why should you not back this? From Seabreeze Games for D&D 5e, we have a Year of Adventure, a dozen 5e one-shots. Well, $25 gets you 12 PDFs. One adventure per month means every month you'll have at least one adventure to run in addition to everything else. Meant for levels 1 through 10. Each is a single 3 to 5 hour session, more or less. Each one comes with its own set of monsters, lore, books, gears, NPCs, maps. So you get a little thing of 12 PDFs. In January, you print out the first one and you're like, oh, well, I'm going to run whatever, but I'm going to also slide this one shot in. I guess this is technically part of Dungeon 23. I don't know. It's kind of cool idea. I've seen this idea done before. It's PDFs, though, which I guess is good because you don't have to worry about carrying them around or storing them. You just print out the one you need, and you can print them out in any order based upon whatever else is going on in your game at the time. So, actually, cool. Yeah, I could get behind this. From Epic Levels, we have Epic Levels. Armory, Classy, Sedungeon. Huh? Is that a word? Armor, ARMOR, space, Classy, CLASSY, space, Sedungeon, CDUNGEON. What is a Sedungeon? How is that different? I don't know. This is a system neutral accessory. $18. It gets you a CD with a booklet and a map. This is a hip-hop fantasy album and a 10-room system neutral dungeon crawl that the music inspired. That's right, you're getting a music CD and an adventure. So if you're, I don't know, I guess it's hip-hop, sounds like. So these guys recorded a hip-hop album and built a dungeon around it. And for $18, you get the CD of the album plus the map and the booklet. And it's called Sedungeon. Assuming people still have CD players, I can get behind this. It depends if the music's good. And that appears to be it. That is all the tabletop role-playing game Kickstarters that are coming out this week. Which ones do I recommend? Blah, 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 blah. Adventures of Combat and Quest, maybe $4. Or the shot class one. I mean, $1 for an adventure. You can't go wrong with that. Year of Adventure all sounds kind of fun. The album with a game idea. It's not the first time it's been done. It's not the first time a adventure has been inspired by a band or a music or stuff like that. I've never seen one that worked, but I know a lot have been made. So, and do people still have CD players? I assume some still do. Yeah, but I mean, you can't go wrong with a dungeon for $1. Or maybe you can. I don't know. If anything, it's the T-shirted historian. I can't see both screens when I'm doing this. I don't know why. I guess this is my computer, or I need 2 separate monitors. I see you, T-shirted historian. Ride with me to Valhalla. I noticed you. All right. If any of those products that I just said sounds like something you want to support, head on down to your favorite Kickstarter, crowdfunding, Backlight, Cyberlink, group funding, Itch.io, Locos, drive-through, corner drugstore, I don't know. And check them out. And they'll send you some free swag. You'll get a copy of a game. You support a small press publisher like myself. And generally, it's a good way to start off a new year, because who doesn't love stickers? And speaking of support, it's now time for my shameless plug to ask you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 1 billion subs by the end of 2023. And check out my merch, because that's really, this is my job. So if you want to support me and get some pretty awesome looking merch, check out my merch. It's in the YouTube shop down below. Links to my product over on Big Geek Emporium, including a brand new adventure I just posted yesterday and apparently spelled wrong. And some other stuff. The whole Fistful of Minions series is up and discounted on Big Geek Emporium. Links down below. Yeah, till next time, I'm the OG GM. If you appreciate this nonsense, let me know. If you don't, let me know. If there's a topic you want me to talk about that I haven't addressed yet, let me know and we'll get around to it. Have a great day. And of course, as always, notice me!